From hotspots and hidden gems to lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. So take notes as we travel through SoCal. Hello everyone, I'm Dana Devin. Welcome to LA Unscripted. Inglewood, California is our first stop tonight, home of the world-famous Forum, the brand new SoFi Stadium, and now the city's very first wine bar. Jasmine Simpkins crushes this new hotspot. 1010 Wine and Events is the first and only wine bar in Inglewood. We have the largest selection of Black-owned wines. We just have a great time here. We opened August 22nd of 2021, so a little over 6 months. My love for wine actually started when I was in law school. When I graduated and came back to LA, I said, Les, I want to do a wine bar. At the same time, she was looking for an event space, so we just decided to do it together.
I'm a wedding planner. I've been in the industry for almost 10 years now, and so I always wanted to own my own event space. I knew that I wanted to do it in Inglewood because this is where I'm from, where we still currently live, so I knew I wanted it to be here. We obtained the building. It was an automotive garage, so even when we came to look at it, when we were considering getting it, it was even hard for me to imagine it looking like anything else but the automotive garage. I kind of designed the space kind of piece by piece, so I knew the vibe that I wanted, I knew the colors that I wanted. You know, a traditional wine bar has like a lot of reds and burgundies, and we just wanted something different, but we still wanted it to feel warm and cozy.
We do daily special for wines. We have about 10 different flights that you can choose from. So there's 4 wines, 2-ounce pours, and it allows you to just try different varieties of the wine. So here is a mix of our red and white flight. So we start off with a little sweetness with our Riesling, then we go dry with our Sauvignon Blanc, go to our OPP Pinot Noir, which is it's still dry, but it's not as dry as like a cab would be. And then we close out with the Cabernet.
The wine community is small, the black wine community is even smaller. So people would just introduce us to new wines all the time. And if we try them and we like them, then we'll put them on our menu.
Thankfully, we do have food. So, you know, we have traditional wine bar stuff, bread, butter, you know, charcuterie boards, mussels, things like that. But we also have some entrees. We're able to team up with the local chef who created our menu, Chef Kendra, who has Swift Cafe, and her vision we're just executing here. This is one of our most popular dishes. This is a shrimp and risotto. It's a play on shrimp and grits. It has Cajun butter mixed in with our shrimp on top, and it pairs very well with the Sauvignon Blanc that we have.
Ladies, excuse me? Come on, whose recipe is this? Is this Mom's recipe? Do I need to interview her too? This is so good.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have a wine bar right here in Inglewood where you guys grew up?
It's been everything we wanted and more. Just support from the community, busy, people coming in, giving us new ideas. Like we're starting spoken word, we have a DJ, we have to meet the winemaker. So it really is just a collaboration with us in the community.
Over the last couple of years, obviously, I've educated myself more on wine, but I like to drink it, and I like what wine stands for. It really stands for bringing people together, and that's why I think 1010 has been so popular, because it really is a space that brings people together over wine.
Thank you, Jasmine. Now in the words of Corinne Bailey Ray, and a song that's made quite a comeback, Go Put Your Records On. Doug Colt gets the deets on a hidden gem made for music lovers and memorabilia collectors.
All right, this is awesome. This is Candyland.
Well, this is Rockaway Records in Silver Lake. We've been here for about 40 years now, selling records, CDs, memorabilia, a little bit of everything.
But you talk about memorabilia, that's what's hot right now.
And vinyl. Vinyl is super hot as well.
So show me some of your valuables.
You want to start with the most valuable?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. This is the best thing we have in the store. This is a piece of the Ed Sullivan backdrop from the very first night the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan on February 9th, 1964.
I have to ask numbers here. How much do you buy this for, and how much do you sell it for?
Well, I don't own it. I'm selling it on consignment for a local collector, and I'm asking $700,000 for it.
What else you got?
Okay, let's see. Let's go over here. Besides the classic rock like Beatles, what's super hot now is punk and grunge. See that Sex Pistols t-shirt? Fairly common promo item, came out in '77. I used to sell them in the late 70s for like 20, 30 bucks. Now, look at the price, $850. Grunge? Look at that Nirvana signed photo. Look at the price on that. $8,000.
$8,000. So is a signed Nirvana photo that rare?
Very rare. I mean, if you look on a lot of the auction sites and that, I won't mention names, 90% are phony.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Be careful buying autographs. Meet Alice Cooper. That's an actual stage costume that he wore on stage.
And that's going for $20,000?
Right.
You know what's the coolest thing about all this? Is that every piece of memorabilia has a story.
As far as dealers go, nobody pays more. And, you know, we're known for paying fair prices, whether you know what you have or not.
You guys, that is Doug Kolk's heaven. He was lost in there for hours. All right, coming up, some new trends with benefits and some beautiful blooms. We'll be right back.
Spring has sprung, and so has my need for brunch. But if you want to make that Sunday gathering a little more special, lifestyle expert Allison Daya is here with every tip you need.
So I'm going to first start with, when it's spring, you want your table to be colorful. You want it to really pop, add some flowers, some pretty colors, different tableware, and you want to make it look fresh. And for me, before I even set the table, my mind is thinking drinks.
Me too. Yes. Okay, we're on the same page.
So to start off, I am putting out a selection of Cupcake Vineyard's newest selection called Signature Sweets. And the wines are bright, 5.5% alcohol by volume. They feature juicy flavors with an effervescent and delightfully sweet finish. And the collection includes 4 naturally flavored offerings. So we've got sweet red,
okay,
watermelon, peach, and berry. I'm gonna say the sweet red pairs perfectly with like a sweet tart or definitely a bowl of fruit. The watermelon pairs really well with items on the saltier side. So maybe a cheese and charcuterie board, or definitely maybe think of the savor out from like, spread on a bagel. And in case any of these, we've been drinking wine, but most times a brunch definitely calls for mimosas. So from Cupcake Vineyard's celebratory collection, you can go to cupcakevineyards.com and they have all the recipes for bubbly drinks and mimosas, but I created the unbirthday mimosa. So it's really festive and fun. I mean, it just kind of says it could be your birthday any day of the week or any day of the year. And this sparkler definitely says celebration. They've also got one online called their Sunrise Mimosa. And so while the first one uses their Moscato d'Asti, the second one, the Sunrise Mimosa, uses their Prosecco. And I'm telling you, you have a sip of that mimosa and it puts you on island time in no time.
I'm a Prosecco girl, so I'm all about that one.
Exactly, and they're so easy to create and they give all the recipes online. Here's my big tip though, when you're having friends over for brunch, I always set up the food and drink on a brunch bar. So make sure you always offer both sweet and savory options like a charcuterie board. I got my waffles with fruit that's really fabulous to pair with the drinks. And then just get the compliments of being the hostess with the mostess.
Allison, I love this. You bring libations and a great spread and great tips for hosting an awesome brunch. I love it.
Toast to me?
Yes, toast to you.
Welcome back to LA Unscripted. And in case you haven't heard, trench coats are in big time.
and we know exactly where to find the coolest, courtesy of Rebecca Cruz, wife of everyone's favorite TV cop, Terry.
I'm thinking of that Nicki Minaj song right now, If I Could Have This Moment for Life, because I feel like I'm in a dream. Hi, I'm Rebecca Cruz, founder and creator of Rebecca Cruz Women's Collection. The Rebecca Cruz collection is simple, elegant, refined, it's classic, it's timeless, it's comfortable, it's moderately expensive, but it's worth it. My favorite part of the line are the suits. They're tuxedos and also non-tuxedo jackets and pants with blouses. So in this initial collection, I have 4 styles of blouses, 4 styles of jackets, 4 styles of pants, and they're all either black, white, cream, or a combination of those colors. I love trench coats, I have several. They're very easy and basic, and this is almost a one-size kind of coat. It's very oversized. So a little woman, a size 6 could wear it. A woman who's like a 12 could wear the coat as well. My producing partner has more experience in design than I do, but I draw out what I want, or I say, make it like this, but remove this, make this shorter, longer. I just know what I want. I was a little girl drawing clothing and drawing pretty ladies with beautiful dresses and cool flowers on their jeans, and eventually fell in love with music and theater and other things. But I always loved fashion and always wanted to do something with fashion. The first attempt I made at making something as an adult was when we were doing Family Cruise and we redid our vows. And I wanted to create something. So I bought a really $99 dress from a store, a very popular bridal store, that was just plain satin, just a short dress. And I spent a week hand beating the bodice of this dress. And then flash forward, this was maybe 3 years ago when Terry and I did our 30th anniversary. And this was really the birth of it. I wanted to wear a tux to my anniversary. So I hired a stylist. We spent 2 days shopping all over LA, and I could not find a tux for a woman. So we bought 3 different pieces from 3 different, popular designers. And I pieced together this tuxedo-looking suit. And at that point, I said, darn it, I need to start making clothes. So I commissioned someone to make me 6 suits. Black, white, cream, all tuxedo, some shirts, just like mix and match. And that award season, I wore one to the Golden Globes. I wore one to the Emmy party. I wore one to Gladys Knight's birthday. And everywhere I went, my actress friends were like, where did you get that suit? I was like, it's my collection. People have told me my whole life how fashionable I am. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I love clothes. My mama taught me how to wear a good pump. But to manifest it, I feel very fortunate. I feel very blessed. And that Saks came along and said, yes, we love it. We'd love to have you. I'm just can't believe I'm saying that out of my mouth right now.
Love her clothes. All right, coming up, a floral boutique in the heart of LA's financial district. We'll be right back.
The weather's perfect. It's a good day to be hanging out at the LA County Fair.
This is the 100th anniversary of the fair. How cool is that?
This is probably a combination of about 3 weeks all coming together. Most of it, believe it or not, gets put together in a week.
And the best part of the fair, the ride. This ride is called the Big Wheel. I mean, it's kind of the signature at the fair, right? Like you come, you get on this thing, you can see the entire fairgrounds, and it's massive, guys. I mean, it has to be thousands and thousands of square footage of fun, food, and obviously rides.
We have 135 fair food stands, over 1,000 items. You can walk this place all 17 days and not taste the same thing. We have carnival rides, we have carnival games, everything you can experience from that aspect.
Fun fact, I've been coming to the fair with my family since I was a little girl. We love to get on rides and coasters and all that fun stuff in the Simpkins family.
You can do all the shopping you want, shop till you drop. We have e-games for those electronic folks that want to play the games. And we even have retro for the old people like me who want to play Q*bert and Pac-Man. We have our concert series that runs the entire run of fair. You have to buy tickets for. We have War, ZZ Top, Lady A, Ramona Ayala. We got the entire gamut of music.
Worked up an appetite, so I'm gonna go get some food, see the animals, and I've got to make sure I get a big thing of Kool-Aid when I go over to Chicken Charlie's.
My name is Chicken Charlie, and I'm the Big Chicken. We have 2 locations, one in front of the grandstands and one on Palm and Broadway.
There's some yummy stuff on this table. Talk about some of the highlights. I want to start with the pickle.
We have the Kool-Aid chicken sandwich, and I dunk the fried chicken breast in that Kool-Aid sauce, and we serve it with spicy pickles. This is going to be killer for this year.
These look like some frog leg. For any of the frog leg connoisseurs out there, these are the real deal.
This is bacon wrapped chicken legs. Wrap it with bacon and fry it. Of course, Oreos, my first invention. These deep fried Oreos.
Oh, geez.
This is...
My eyes are watering. Oh, my goodness.
The first time I took a bite of this, my brain stopped working for about a second.
Oh, my gosh.
This is my life. This is what I do. I love people's reactions when they come up to the stand and they see what's new, what's different, what's wacky. They get it.
We have farm animals. We partner with Cal Poly Pomona. They brought over 250 of their animals. You can pet them. You can experience a farm here in Southern California at these fairgrounds.
I'm Craig Walters, and I'm the Director of Agriscapes Outreach and the Farm Director at Cal Poly Pomona. We're standing in the middle of the Big Red Barn. Big Red Barn traditionally is the #1 attraction at the LA County Fair. We're standing right now in the petting zoo where people in less than an hour are going to start coming in here. They get to mingle with the goats and the sheep. We actually have a small calf in here as well. And they can buy cups of feed. They can feed them, spend time with them.
I made a new friend. Meet the newest member of the LA Unscripted team, guys.
In 2019, we had a total of 1.9 million people come through our gates, and that's in a month. So in this year, we don't expect anything less. Don't miss out. LACountyFair.com. We're celebrating 100 years. Come be a part of that celebration and come kick us off into the new 100 years at the LA County Fair.
Welcome back, everyone, to LA Unscripted. All right, I wish you could smell this next story because Jasmine Simpkins uncovered a floral boutique in downtown LA that's beautiful, Black-owned, and bursting with arrangements for Mother's Day and more.
Florals aren't the only thing in bloom here at Old Vine. They've now expanded their business to fragrance.
Old Vine Florals is a luxury floral boutique here in downtown LA. We launched in 2017 online, and we opened our storefront in 2018. We deliver anywhere in the greater Los Angeles area. We do gifting, so florals for birthdays, sympathy arrangements, but we also do events. So we're not necessarily like a grab and go. I wanted to be able to really design and make beautiful arrangements that will be long lasting and feel very celebratory. Before I started Old Vine Florals, I was actually working in television. I worked for the Oprah Winfrey Show in Chicago for over a decade. And when the show ended in 2011, it was time for me to segue, and I decided that I wanted to get into marketing. So as a marketer, I started working for a floral designer. He was the in-house designer at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills. After a few years there, I decided that I loved flowers.
Well, congratulations. On top of having this amazing floral business, you've also just launched a fragrance.
Thank you. Yes, this is our Old Vine fragrance collection. We have 2 candles and an Eau de Parfum. So this is called Meadow Bloom, and you're gonna smell a little vanilla, and that comes from the vanilla orchid. And you can smell some gardenia.
It's sweet, but not overpowering.
Yeah.
I love it.
We came up with these scents ourselves and with Firmenich, which is one of the oldest scent makers in the world. They're based out of France. We really wanted to make sure that we made a really quality candle and a quality fragrance, and I think it came out pretty good. Now it's like you get our flowers in the form of a candle or in the form of our EDP, and that feels really good. Well, I really do enjoy feeling like I am a trailblazer in this floral industry. As a lot of people know, most big, huge floral companies that are successful here in LA are owned by men. I didn't start designing until I opened my own store. As I watched other designers, you know, in my previous job, I kind of got to see the little tricks of the trade, but I really did learn everything on my own, just by trial and error. I recommend making your arrangement is that it's 360. So wherever you're sitting, wherever you place it, there's no front or back. You can just see the beauty from all around. You see that took like minutes.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did this, but
it's
thank
gorgeous.
you.
And look, I think it stands up quite nicely next to the professional one.
Right.
And they have the coolest names for their arrangements too. Thank you, Jasmine. That is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. Mwah!